I want to thank our reader, Nicole Palmar, for the great reading today, and Karen Drucker, Gary Lynn Floyd, and our music team for the wonderful music that supports the message. And today we're continuing our November theme of gratitude with a message, I am blessed. You know, we often think of blessings as the big things, the job promotion, the healing that happened, the miracle. But true spiritual living teaches us that the most profound blessings are not extraordinary moments. They're those ordinary moments that we see through extraordinary awareness. Ernest Holmes said, "Life is not something to be gotten, it is something to be lived." Now that's indeed worth thinking about, is it not? Life is to be lived. I suspect we all know that it's not things in our lives that matter most. It's truly those events and people in our lives that fill us with joy. I know I feel that way. And while you ponder that, allow me to give you your question for the week. What is the one choice you might make today to notice the ordinary moments as blessings, to live in a state of blessedness, and to be a blessing as you walk this planet? One more time. What is the one choice you might make today to notice the ordinary moments as blessings, to live in a state of blessedness, and to be a blessing as you walk this planet? The more we live with gratitude and awareness, the more we realize how blessed we truly are. From the simple act of breathing or being able to watch a sunrise, being loved by somebody, or simply waking up with another chance to grow. These are all blessings that we can easily overlook. Lao Tzu told us, when you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. There's a real power in those words because they shift our lives when we're feeling downtrodden or out of sorts. And I know we all feel that way sooner or later. Let me repeat them. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Being blessed is not about circumstances. It's a state of consciousness. A Course in Miracles taught us, you are as God created you. I love that song. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. What if we could each have that tune in our minds all the time, being as God created us, in the light, in the love, in the glory? Truly, we are each created whole, holy, and blessed, not because of what we've done, but because of who we are. I am as God created me. So often, we delay feeling blessed until something external happens, until life gets better. Blessedness is not a condition. It's an inner choice. It's a state of consciousness. Buddha said, there's no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. And guess what? The same is true of blessedness. There's no path to blessedness. Blessedness is the path. When we shift from wanting blessings to recognizing our many blessings, we instantly change our frequency. And believe it or not, we begin to notice how very, very blessed we are. Let me give you this one spiritual practice. It's called Blessing Awareness. For 1 week, pause 3 times a day, sometime in the morning, midday, and evening, and complete this sentence out loud. In this moment, I am blessed because. And your answer could be as simple as, I'm breathing. I'm learning something new. I have a roof over my head. I have indoor plumbing. I'm not who I used to be. I love that one. This simple awareness exercise rewires your brain to seek and see blessings everywhere. Jonathan Parker wrote, "What you focus on expands. When you focus on your blessings, you expand your light." So why wouldn't we focus on the blessings in our lives rather than paying so much attention to all of those challenges that come our way? That's a great question. Have you ever thought about what a blessing you are in this world? Earlier this month, one of our exercises in our Wholehearted Living Journal was to text ourselves a message about how grateful we are to have made it to this point in our life, wherever we are, and whatever challenges we've been through, whatever blessings we've had. And it was interesting to take that challenge and actually text myself. Think about it. You probably lived through a lot of challenges, through a lot of hours of being in a classroom learning, through a lot of ups and downs. And yet, here you are, still on the planet, still moving, still breathing. Sometimes we forget that it's not only okay, it is holy to affirm our own greatness. Here's what Ernest Holmes had to say. "The divine spirit within me is perfect, and it is my privilege to let it express through me." The divine spirit within me is perfect, and it is my privilege to let it express through me. Affirming your greatness is not arrogance. It's alignment with the divine. You're acknowledging the divine is working through you. You're in that divine flow that we talked about last week. Catherine Economou wrote, "To affirm your greatness is to say yes to God's idea of you." When we affirm our greatness, we also make it easier to see greatness in others and to see the value and the blessings that every encounter in our lives brings to us. Every encounter, even those ones that aren't so pleasant. Here's a spiritual practice you might want to try. I call it Blessing Mirror. Think of someone in your life and pretend that they're standing right in front of you and say aloud to them, "You are a blessing because." It can be as simple as because you're kind, because you're courageous, because you're so helpful. Maybe they're the person in your life who shows up when you need help, or the person who brings laughter into your life. And now, I invite you to text that person a little note of gratitude with whatever you said aloud. Have you ever thought how many roles you play in the lives of others? Those things that we see in others, we're able to see because we also have them within ourselves. They're blessings to people in our lives. When we bless others, we strengthen blessings in ourselves. The Dalai Lama would say, when you practice seeing the good in others, you transform your heart. And I would be remiss if I don't pause right now and tell each and every one of you how very blessed I am to have you as part of this community, whether it be for months and years or just for a few weeks or maybe just starting this Sunday. Each of you has played a role in transforming my heart, be it from a distance or just your willingness to listen to my Sunday services. I truly am blessed And I feel blessings flowing through me every Sunday and every time I put together a service. So thank you very much for being a blessing in my life. And it's not enough to just feel blessed. We're called to be a blessing. In the Bible, Matthew 5:14, we read this: "You are the light of the world." When we share our gifts, when we speak kindly, we affirm the divine in others, and we activate a blessing circuit, and it flows through us and to us. Catherine Economo reminds us of this: "You bless the world every time you smile with your soul." You bless the world every time you smile with your soul. So smile. And the Dalai Lama would say, "Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible." When you walk through life as a blessing, you shift rooms, you uplift hearts, and you change the vibration of the world. And I don't know about you, but right now our world could use an upward vibrations. So it's time we use the power. Let's use that power of blessings to help the world be a better place. Are you with me? The beauty of that is that there is power in a blessed mind. A blessed mind is a peaceful mind. It looks for beauty rather than for fault. And it looks for gratitude rather than grievances. A couple weeks ago, we talked about how our perception can change our lives. As A Course in Miracles says, perception is a mirror, not a fact. What you perceive in others reflects what you hold in yourself. And the Bible reminds us in Philippians 4:8, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, think on these things. When we train our minds to look for what is good, we become magnets for grace. We become magnets for good in our lives. Buddha said, "Radiate boundless love toward the entire world." I began our talk with an Ernest Holmes quote: "Life is not something to be gotten, it is something to be lived." Blessedness is not about getting more, it's about being more aware of what already is. So let's look at a couple spiritual practices that can help us become more aware of our many blessings. The first one I call the blessing walk. Once a week, take a slow walk around your neighborhood, a park, or even your living room. And as you walk, silently bless everything you see. Bless this tree, bless the sky, bless the people I pass, bless this body that walks me. And notice how your energy shifts. You'll start to feel blessed, not because anything changed, but because you changed your attention. Or what about this practice? I call it blessing stones. Find a small stone or some other small token, and now hold it in your hand and think of one blessing you'd like to give the world. It might be peace or patience or love or joy or freedom, whatever comes to mind. And then infuse that stone with that energy. Just think about placing that energy into that stone or that token. And then keep your stone or token on your desk or carry it with you as a reminder that you are a vessel of blessing. Here's some examples. You might hold your car keys and infuse them with patience so that when people cut you off, you are more patient. Or you might find a small stone in your garden and infuse it with peace. And then carry it with you so you can remember that this world can be peaceful and calm. And since laughter opens the heart and is also a blessing, here's a joke for you. Someone asked me, "Are you blessed?" And I said, "Yes, but don't tell my problems. They still think they're in charge." Ernest Holmes reminds us we should daily affirm that Spirit flows through us as life, love, peace, power, and joy. Breathe that in. Spirit flows through us as life, love, peace, power, and joy. That's a great thing to affirm daily, is it not? And A Course in Miracles reminds us to bless is to give of your abundance. When you live in the awareness of your blessings, you not only transform your life, you transform the lives of everyone you touch. So let me end with a reminder of our blessing from the meditation. I am blessed. I am a blessing. Blessings flow through me. So put your hand over your heart and let's say that 3 times together. I am blessed. I am a blessing. Blessings flow through me. I am blessed. I am a blessing. Blessings flow through me. I am blessed. I am a blessing. Blessings flow through me. Feel that. Believe it. Live it. Have a blessed week and a very happy Thanksgiving. And so in summary, how might you learn to live knowing you are blessed, a blessing, and that blessings are flowing through you? Well, first of all, notice ordinary moments as blessings. Feeling blessed is a state of consciousness. So shift from wanting blessings to being aware of them. Live in a state of blessedness. Bless others to strengthen your own blessings. And know you are a blessing to the world. So be a blessing. Share your gifts, even small ones like a smile. Practice the blessing walk or shift energies through some spiritual practice. And know you are blessed and blessings flow through you. So here's your affirmation for the week. How is it I so willingly, energetically, and effortlessly notice the ordinary moments as blessings, live in a state of blessedness, and am a blessing as I walk this planet? And your challenge for the week is each day, notice your blessings. Be aware of others and how you might help them feel blessed. And commit to using some spiritual practice to enhance your ability to know you are blessed and that blessings flow through you. So let us close with a blessing inspired to help you remember to see how very blessed you are and how you are a blessing to others. Let's pray. Divine Presence, May each of us remember to say daily, I am blessed. I am a blessing, and blessings flow through me. And may we allow the divine to flow through us in all of our encounters. May we embrace those words of Jonathan Parker. What you focus on expands. When you focus on your blessings, you expand your life. Divine Spirit, what I know to be the truth is that each of us heard something today that is helping us to live in a state of noticing all our many blessings and how we can bless others. I see each of us being the embodiment of divine love. Guide our steps with wisdom. Fill our days with gentleness and vision and awareness of our blessings. And let us be rooted in peace and lifted by love. Choosing today to live in divine alignment with the truth of our being, noticing all that we are and all that we might become. I am so grateful for each person who chose to spend time with us today. Grateful we can go forth today with kindness and courage, with an open heart, and with being guided to live, seeing how very blessed we are. So it's from that gratitude that with joy, bliss, and blessings, I release these words into that divine yes, knowing they're already done. So I can say amen, and we can affirm it together. And so it is. I continue to be grateful, and one of the things that I will be grateful for this Thursday on Thanksgiving Day are all the people in this community and the people that are supporting this community through their contributions, through their time, through their service. So I just want to let you know I appreciate it, I notice it, and I love each of you. Thank you very much. Enjoy our offertory song.